The views and opinions expressed in this podcast are those of the individual guests. What's going on, my Ghost Mafia? Welcome to the Armed Citizen Podcast Live. This is episode number 371. We are live, as always, on YouTube, and we're simulcasting over to X, or the platform formerly known as Twitter, and we're going to try it again over at Rumble. You never know. We've got our Ginger's back there, and he's the ruler of all things Rumble over there. So if you're out there in any of these platforms, go ahead and say something. We don't know that you're out there unless you do. If you want to text into the show, yes, you can text into the show. Utilize the Ghost Tactical Hotline presented by our good friends over at Wilder Tactical. That number is 530-364-4678. If you are a gear junkie like me and you're looking for some cool war belts or med kits or mag holders or anything, like I said, if you're a gear junkie, go check out our friends over at Wilder Tactical and let them know that Ghost sent you. If you're a veteran, really anybody, but especially if you're a veteran and you're in that hole, you're in the darkness and you're looking for some light, call me, text me, email me 24/7. I cannot give you medical advice, but I might be able to walk you through some things, talk you through some things. More importantly, I can be here to listen. If you are looking to get towards some medical attention, remember two things. One, you are not alone in this fight. You have a lot of brothers out here that are willing and able to help you in any way possible. And two, the world is a much better place with you in it. So please utilize the Veteran Crisis Hotline, 1-800-273-8255. Once again, 1-800-273-8255, or text the word TALK to 741-741. We are spotlighting, as always, the United States Marine Corps. If you have any questions on what it takes to earn the title of United States Marine, see the website marines.com. And as always, we are proud members of the Firearms Radio Network and the Self-Defense Radio Network. Go check out all your favorite pro-gun, pro-2A podcasts over at firearmsradio.net and selfdefenseradio.net. Let's get this off of my ugly mug and say hello to the merry band of morons this week. This is a Monday show. We figured, you know what? We're such a big and popular and well, how to put this, viewed show that we didn't want New Year's Eve to feel jealous. So we're going to let them have their own night. And we decided to give them the spotlight tomorrow night. So we're going to do it tonight. So Happy New Year. And all that. Let's say hello to these fools over here from the weirdest state in the union, the only state that has 4 letters and takes 2 idiots to spell it out. I'm not saying that he's an idiot. I'm just saying that he lives in a land of idiots. And you guys are playing, I think, you got a big game against Oregon on Wednesday, don't you?
Yes,
we've got Chris from the 740. I hope to God you're not going, homie.
I am not. So maybe we will win.
Hey, you know your role. You know your role. That's all we can ask for, right? How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. It's been
Was Christmas good? Everything good?
Yeah. We just stayed home and chilled out. Spent a little bit of time with the in-laws. Man, it's been nice. I worked Monday. I worked today and last Monday, and then I've just been taking the rest of the week off. So it's just been nice.
Absolutely. You need to decompress every now and then. And it's, a lot of people say, I don't like Christmas and New Year's in the middle of the week. I don't mind it, I don't mind it.
Yeah.
Anything going on the channel right now? I saw you dropped a video.
Yeah, dropped the video on the GSG 16. I absolutely love that gun.
It's awesome, isn't it?
Fun.
Isn't it just so much fun?
It's just a gun everybody needs. Cheap to shoot.
I agree. I think, Clover, you've got I think mine's the GSG 5. Yours is the GSG 16. They're all basically the same thing. I think Clover's got a variant that's basically the same damn thing, also, isn't it?
I got a GSG 5. I thought yours was a 522.
Mine's a 522. Yeah, but I mean, like they're all, but like they're all the same.
Yeah, the first was a GSG 5 though. That's what I've got.
Yeah. I've got the 522, and then Chris has the newer one, which is the 16.
Yeah.
But they're all the cool. Like if you're even the least bit an MP5 fan, you're right, Chris. This is a gun that everyone should have. It's not expensive at all. The gun's not expensive. The ammo's not expensive. And you could just have a blast shooting it. It's just something that everyone should have. I agree, 100%. The kids shooting it. I mean, like, wife shooting it, anyone else shooting it? I mean, is this going to be the 22 that you kind of introduce people to guns to? That'd be pretty badass gun to introduce them to.
Yeah, I think that's what it's going to be good for. I've let a couple people shoot it at the range when I've been there filming with it, and everybody, is like, man, this is awesome. I got to get one. So,
I mean, they can go out and shoot 100 rounds. It doesn't cost you nothing to do that. That's great.
Yeah. Do
they make a pistol version? I don't know I don't think they do, because it's built off of a 1022 barrel, right? So I suspect it's going to be
yes and
what's
no.
Up?
Yes and no.
Yes and no. What?
Yeah. Yes and no. There is one out there.
Oh, I didn't even know there was one out there. I've never seen one.
GSG does not make it.
Okay.
I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it was an HK Umarex collaboration.
Is it an airsoft or an actually 22?
No. It's a 22. Yeah.
Okay.
It's 22 pistol. Yeah.
Now, I do believe there is a Canadian company that makes a short barrel for that. But obviously, you're going to have to put a brace on it. I mean, you're going to, or take the stock system off, which you can do that also. But
this is true too. I didn't even know there was like a pistol version of it. I've only seen the 16-inch full length versions of them. So interesting. Yeah. If you don't have one, that should honestly be in everyone's cabinet somewhere as an MP5 and 22. It's awesome. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And I want to thank John for sharing that today on Instagram. That helped bump some people over. Didn't get us exactly where we wanted, but it got us closer. So thank you for that.
Where are you at right now?
I believe we're at 99.69. So 31. Matter of a day or so we'll have
it's a matter of a day. It could be close tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could be close. That'd be awesome.
And the new video is doing pretty good, so that's going to help too.
Well, good. Yeah.
But yeah,
that's awesome. Stand on a corner in Winslow, Arizona. Such a fine sight to see. It's a Ginger, my lord, and a flatbed Ford from the Gun Owners of America and Fully Loaded Reviews. We have John, the Ginger Soulless Bastard. What's up, homie?
What's up, brother?
It's Monday.
It's Monday.
We're not doing the wings. We got to do the chicken dance.
Oh, man. Bro, it's been a crazy...
You got an interesting 24 hours, haven't you?
Not even interesting... It's an interesting 24... It's been an interesting week since Christmas. So, Christmas Day, I got my Christmas present, which my wife got me the G-Force Arms saddle horn.
And
I love it. It's stainless
awesome,
steel, or it's awesome.
Did you get the nickel, the black, or the wood?
The nickel with wood. Yeah. 20-inch barrel. It's badass. So got that for Christmas.
Oh, you didn't get the LTAC then. You got the 20-inch.
No, I got the 20-inch. That's all that was all that was available, unfortunately.
I bet. So, I get it.
Got her the new Bodyguard 2.0, so we're going to do a video on that too. She was excited about that. Thursday.
How does she feel that you got her a Christmas present, not because you love her, not because you want her to be able to defend herself, for the sole purpose that you have now another gun that you can review on your channel? Does that piss her off a little bit?
No, because she was like, "Oh, you can review this," and I was like, "Oh, okay." But I got
Does
her.
she know that you were planning this not because you love her, but because you wanted to review it on the channel? Does she know this? Mel, if you're listening, which you're not, he's pulling the rug over your head. I'm just saying.
No, I got her the gun, a Vertex fanny pack, and a holster to go in it. So she's all set up to carry. She's excited to actually have a carry gun.
So she can carry
got
the
that for
fanny pack
Christmas.
to the hot yoga classes. Fantastic.
Jesus Christ. And then Tuesday night, we decided to go on StubHub and found tickets to the Guaranteed Rate Bowl at Chase Field.
I'm sorry, what?
And yeah, so we got tickets to the Guaranteed Rate Bowl at Chase Field, which is the baseball stadium, and we paid $30 for suite tickets.
Hold on, what the fuck are you talking about?
We went to a football game on Thursday at a baseball field.
Who was playing? Is it a bowl game?
Yeah, it was a bowl game. Kansas State Rutgers.
Oh, that's terrible. And you paid money.
Oh, dude,
they should have given those tickets away.
It was a good game. We had suite tickets, so it was even better. So we got to sit in a suite for $30.
Yeah, because I mean, they basically gave it away.
Yeah, we were looking at
it. It's an experience.
Yeah,
you should enjoy it.
It was an experience. We looked at tickets for the Fiesta Bowl. They're $39 right now. We're contemplating if we want to go to the Fiesta Bowl or not tomorrow.
Why?
Penn State, Boise State.
Yeah, it's not going to be a game. No offense.
No.
I think what Boise has done is great, but Penn State's going to slaughter them.
That's why we didn't buy tickets yet. If you don't, you got to drive all the way to Glendale. It's like an hour to Glendale and
all the way to Glendale. First world problems.
So here comes the interesting part of the week. So Saturday night.
Okay. Yes, it was an interesting part of the week.
Here's the more interesting part. Saturday night, I went to go get shoes for SHOT Show at big. Not everybody has it. It's a place called Shields. It's a outdoor.
I think most people probably heard of it. We don't have one around here, but everyone's heard of it, right?
Yeah. So we go into Shields to go get some shoes, and I will go up to the gun counter, and I'm looking through the gun cabinets they've got, and I see this Taurus sitting there. I look at it, and I'm like, "What is this? I've never seen this before." So I took a picture of it, went home, texted some people a picture of it, and they're like, "I've never seen this. I'm looking it up, can't find it." Go back Sunday, buy it, find out it's the new release gun that's coming out January 2nd.
Somebody made a boo-boo.
Somebody made a boo-boo. So last night when I got home, I called Trey, and I was like, "Yo, dude, I got this new gun. What should I do with it?" Like, I don't know. I don't want to piss people off.
He goes, fucking video shot now. And
get a video shot now. So
be the first one in the world with that video.
So we had, because we're not under NDA, this is a first to have a launch gun. This is like the stars aligning. I've never seen any other person on YouTube get a gun before launch, bought it, and not under NDA to do a video.
Mm-hmm.
So we posted the unboxing video yesterday of the Taurus GX2. It is interesting, and so we'll have a full review here by New Year's Day. Ready to go. We're going out tomorrow to film.
You're going to have an unboxing and a review out before the gun's out. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love it. I love
and
it.
I can't.
And you're responsible for someone at Shields getting fired. That's got to feel good.
I mean, that makes me feel a little bad, but at the same time, bro, I've worked at a gun store. When the guns come in, the manager gets a sheet that says, "Do not put out until this date."
Well, the funny thing is you're literally sitting there at the counter and they're having a discussion about this and still allow you to walk out with it. It's on
because I don't think they had an excuse.
Had multiple opportunities to do the right thing, but they didn't. That's on them.
No, not only did I see it Saturday, but then I was like, I'll wait. until I could have bought it Saturday night, but I was like, I'll wait and see if they pull it. And I missed my opportunity. Nope, it was still there Sunday morning when I walked in, walked right over it. The guy's like, "What do you want?" I want that GX2. And he's like,
okay.
Cool. So, unboxing video on the Taurus GX2 unlaunched gun, and because I don't have an NDA, I can say whatever I want about it. So it is out. Full review coming out New Year's Day. We're going to the range tomorrow to go film it. We'll see how it goes.
There is no way in hell you guys get that thing edited in 12 hours. No way. No way.
Oh, Kurt's already working on it. I got all the B-rolls done. Everything's ready to go. We just got to film range and in studio.
How long is this
video
going to be? Like a 17-minute short?
Yeah.
Okay.
Be short. Be short. It'll be good. We'll be looking forward to it. So, yeah, excited for that.
Nice.
I don't know, dude. It's a weird feeling to not be under NDA on a new product and be able to talk about it.
I mean, it's one of those things where somebody else's mistake and career move is working out for you. So feel good about that.
Yeah, I feel good, but I also feel bad for the three idiots over at Shields who are gonna get an earful.
That is not your problem. That is not your fault. They were not doing their jobs, and there are consequences. It's just what it is. That's life. It's called making you tough.
So if you want to watch our shortest video ever, it's 4 minutes long. The unboxing of the GX2 is live on the channel now, and then full review coming in a day or so.
You know, okay, I love you guys out there in the chat. I fucking love you guys. A lot of you have been with me since the beginning, but fuck you. All right, this is not a fucking channel to come on here and praise fucking Chris's work every goddamn time you come in here. This is my fucking channel. I'm getting sick of this shit, guys. Everyone's going to fucking love your video, Chris. Great video, fucking review. Fuck you. This is my channel, motherfuckers. All right, I had to get that off my chest. I feel much better now. All right.
Hey, Chris, great video, buddy. Really loved it. It was great.
Oh shit. There's somebody that's gonna be like watching this that's never been on this thing or listening in podcasts. Like, God, this guy's an asshole. It's gonna turn me off and never turn my shit back on again. This guy's mad at his own crowd.
It wouldn't be wrong.
It wouldn't be wrong. No, I'm not saying he would be wrong. I'm just saying, like, you know, if you're gonna call me an asshole and say my shit is shit, like, you should know that. Like, don't just assume it because you heard a 5-second clip. Anyways, all right.
Also, I mean, it would be worse if they were talking about Clover. Just putting that out there. At least it's a good person.
I'd kick them all out. I would just kick them all out at that point.
Hell, I don't even.
There are some things I can take in this world.
Dude. Like, yeah,
there are some things in this world I can take. That ain't one of them. All right,
man. You don't watch your shit. That explains a lot, man.
Yes, and I thought the only people that watched this was for Chris. Exactly. Like, I understand my audience. Like, you know, I get it. I understand.
The funny part is Chris hasn't even said a thing since you did it. He's just sitting here laughing. He's super humble. He's just a humble guy.
Fuck that dude. Fuck him. Fuck him. His Gideon Optics fucking hat and the cool ass guns on the wall back there with his fucking neon lighting back there. Fuck him. With his cool little fucking Yeti cup and his cool beard. Fuck him. All right. Snob says, damn sure don't watch it for Ginger.
I didn't even know it was a Yeti cup.
I don't know if it is or not.
From the wife.
I don't know. Yoko comes in. She starts yelling at me. John and Chris were in the back room. Yoko's yelling at me, if you're going to drink a soda, drink one of mine. She drinks Coke Zero. I was like, come here. And I said, boom, bitch, go sit down. It's 0 sugar Canada Dry ginger ale. Go fuck yourself. All right. From the greatest state in the union, the gatekeeper of all things Texas pride, the man, the myth, the man who does not watch his own shit, apparently. What's up, Clover? How are you? You survived another year, huh?
Yeah, apparently.
Apparently.
What you tell me?
Christmas good for you?
No, not especially. No.
Yeah, you're bitter. You're still a fucking bitter bitch, aren't you? Like, I only got 4 fucking presents this year.
Out of 106.
That's karma right there. I think someone's telling you something.
Could be.
And one of them was like a $1 bill, wasn't it? I think like one of his gifts was like a $1 bill, which is even
No,
better.
I only got a $1 bill out of all the cash.
That's even better.
Out of all the fucking cash. I got a
Our Minthia says, oh my God, I'm only a couple weeks away from the real live version of this crap. Yes, you are.
Speaking of that.
Yeah.
The real live version. We gotta have
Real
a Ghost
Housewives or
we've got to have a Ghost and Clover eventually and talk about the real live versions going on at Shot Show.
The real live version, or this is I got 36 gifts. She's not throwing it in your face at all, is she?
Not one bit. No,
not one bit. No. Yeah. She got all the presents besides the kiddos, and the kiddos are the ones that really are supposed to get the presents, right?
I don't know who got the most, to be quite honest with you. I don't remember.
Yeah.
I don't pay any attention. I'm just.
You know, it was not you though.
I'm just bitching the bitch.
Yeah.
You know me.
Yeah, that's what you're best at.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's going on with your channel? Anything?
Not a fucking thing.
Not a fucking thing. Well, you had a card show the other night.
I did. I played around on the card.
I did not get a chance to catch it live.
You missed. Man, I'm gonna find you a timestamp. If you were out there and you know what I'm talking about, because you know Ghost, do not fucking give it away. I will disown you forever. But I'm gonna find the timestamp.
Is that all I gotta do to get disowned? Is to tell me something? Hell,
them, yeah, not you. Yeah. You can't get off that easy.
Right.
But I'm gonna find you a timestamp because there was something that surprised the shit out of all of us. Absolutely surprised the shit out of all of us.
Okay.
So
interesting.
Yeah, that's all I'll say right now. I'll find you a timestamp though.
Well, that's a fucking cliffhanger for you. Nice. Yeah, I need to find that then. All right. You guys know that every Thursday, Saturday, and Monday over on the YouTube community tabs, we have our pony polls. Shout out to our good friend Kyle. Kyle's taking some much needed time off, but he's getting ready to be really busy moving into his house. So I think they're packing up, which is worse, like moving this shit or packing up the shit? I think packing up the shit's the worst part of it.
The worst part is he missed the show because of this. The show should have been
that's
important.
I agree, and I don't know his wife, so I can't really say it because she's probably like a really sweet person, but she's making him fucking miss this for packing up saucers and plates and chinaware. Saying it's a little, I'm just saying, I'm just throwing it out there. I think it's a little selfish. Just it's a little selfish. So what's Kyle's sub count? Shit, I don't know. Can somebody look that up? Because I got too many things. I'm not very smart. I've got multiple screens going here, and if I make one bad move, this all could go to hell. So I think
he's still at 35.
Okay, well there you go. So we're not going to see him get 100 wieners in his mouth. So damn. What is this? Oh, is that the timestamp?
Yeah.
Should I fuck it? Should I just present it?
If you want to. I don't care.
Stand by for the standby. All right.
You'll enjoy it.
This. Okay. Well, let's just share this fucking screen then. Here we go.
I won't copyright you. I promise.
All right.
Wes says Trio was a good. Lawler and June are good, says Ripping. Nice. Kerstad and Kowser, rookies, is what Ripping says. Nice. Okay. So pretty good box. Whoa. You do not see Pete Rose's. Rest in peace, man.
Shit.
You do not see Pete Rose's in modern cards.
No, you
like
don't.
Ever. Like, what is going on? That's fucking sweet. Oh my God. That's awesome. Like you don't. Like out of all the retro players, that's the first time I have ever pulled or seen a Pete Rose in a modern box.
Not since he was banned, basically.
They got to stick up their ass over his ban, right? Is
There
what
you
happens
go.
for the most part.
There
And I
you
guess
go.
maybe that's because, 2AEDU just threw down a super chat and noticed that it shows on the screen. Thanks, man. So thanks for the stream. So appreciate it. Yeah, I think at $5 it shows on the screen, and $10, I think.
That's it.
That it?
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's a bunch of bloviating about shit after that.
That's
But
badass.
how
Yeah,
about that?
you don't see a Pete card after the ban very often.
Yeah.
Very often. That's pretty badass. Hell yeah. Wow. Yeah, I should have been there for that. I'm not even sure what I was doing something incredibly important last night.
Mm.
I think I was watching football and playing in a poker tournament. Sorry, I totally forgot about your show last night.
Oh well.
Oh well.
We had a good crowd.
That's awesome.
Gave
Did
away,
you get your 20 or whatever it was that you were looking
We
for?
did. We got
Nice.
20 and kept around 20 or more for close to 3 hours.
Nice.
Gave away an autographed card. Yeah.
Right on. Right on.
I just want to make a point. Clover lied. He just watched his own shit, so therefore he does watch his own shit.
Technically, I'm watching Ghost's live stream.
That's true.
So
And
go fuck
technically,
yourself,
it's his
John.
card channel stuff. So
This is
Still
true. I
of his
love my
own
card
shit.
channel. I love my card channel content, so I don't mind watching it.
absolutely. All right, let's go check out these polls. Since some of our favorite week, some people hate it, but some of our favorite week of the year is coming up. Choose one: Vegas or New York. Where would you rather go, Ginger? Vegas or New York? For like let's give some context. Let's give a little preface this for like a 3-day weekend, like an extended weekend, right? A long weekend. Vegas or New York?
Vegas, because I can see the Statue of Liberty in Vegas.
And
don't have to go to
the
New
Eiffel
York.
Tower, and
Yeah.
that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. Clove, Vegas or New York? I think I know where you're going with this.
Yeah, you have to pay me really, really good money to go to New York. New York City.
Get a rope.
Yeah, get a rope.
Yeah. Chris, Vegas?
Sorry, New York Outcast and all the
They
others.
choose to live there. I mean,
Bud Munitions. Yeah.
I understand if you're born there, but when you grow up, you have the option of leaving. And if you stick around, then that's on you. Just saying. Same thing with Chicago. You can be born there, but you have a chance to leave, don't you, Mike?
I do have to say this. I'm pretty sure New York just smells like hard-boiled eggs. Like
it's not good.
36 to be particular.
36 hard-boiled eggs.
Well, that's more upstate New York, but yeah, it takes over the whole state for sure. Yeah, that was weird. That's a weird dude. Weird dude. And you were his roomie, baby. Didn't he get up like in the middle of the night, like slam close like the window or some shit? You're like, whoa.
No, he like opened the window, and the window doesn't have any like ballast in it, so it doesn't stay open. He put something in it, and it fell out, and it slammed the window shut.
There you go. Chris, New York or
without a doubt, Vegas.
What'd you just say? You said
100% Vegas.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
God,
yeah.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
What the hell? That's fucked up, snob. Wow. NSA chat. Pretty good one. Yoko semis.
Scott, I hate to bring it to you. Vegas is not 2A friendly. You can't carry in Vegas. You can't have a gun in your hotel room in Vegas. They will kick you out of your hotel room if you got a
That's
gun.
not entirely true. Certain parts of Las Vegas.
Okay.
Certain parts of Las Vegas.
The strip. Can we go?
You can
talking
carry
about
in
the
the strip. You just can't go
Can you?
to. Yes, you can. You just can't go to Fremont and all that area. That's actually Las Vegas proper, whatever it's called.
You can't carry in the casinos, can you?
I don't think you can carry in casinos, but you can carry if you're walking down the street. You can conceal carry in Las Vegas by the strip, but not in like old Las Vegas. It's a very strange thing. Like right when you cross that line, it's very strange.
I just know that they were checking everybody's guns at the link last year.
Oh yeah, nope.
Yeah.
They don't want you carrying guns at a casino because obviously you're going to be probably drinking and you're probably going to lose money. That's a bad combination to have someone pissed off with a gun. Just saying. So yeah, God damn it! Like even Frankie's coming in and saying, "What's up, Chris?" I hadn't seen her in like years, but fucking hey, here's Chris on the screen. Just kidding. What's up? Fuck. It's like if I didn't have such a big ego and was incredibly arrogant and confident in myself, I'd be a little pissed off right now. But yeah, all right. 79% agree and are correct when they say Vegas over New York. 79% are correct. Next one, I got this because of Kyle, and I wanted to bring this up. Would you rather make 100 New Year's resolutions or eat 100 cocktail meatballs? Clover, we'll start with you.
What did you say? Make 100 New Year's resolutions.
Or eat 100 meatballs.
I'll just make. You didn't say I had to keep the resolutions. I'll make the resolutions.
There is a way to get around this if people would think about the question. I didn't say carry out 100 New Year's resolutions.
Yeah, fuck 100 meat.
Right. Exactly. Chris, 100 New Year's resolutions or 100 meet the balls?
I'm going to go resolutions. I like meatballs, but I don't think I like 100 of them. Yeah, going resolutions. And then I'll just do a Clover.
That'd be an interesting 24 hours. That could be painful in a lot of different ways with 100 meatballs. Just saying. Weston likes balls. We knew this about Wes, though. We do. We know Wes. We've been around Wes. We've had dinner with Wes many times. He 100% does like balls. So, yes.
Well, you're talking about cocktails. And so,
I was in balls.
Cocktails. And I was going to say something about
cock and tail balls.
I was going to say something about cocktail wieners as opposed to cocktail meatballs, but then it's still wieners and balls. So
it's still wieners and balls.
There's no way out of this, folks.
Nope.
Nope. There's no way.
Nope. You might as well just take it,
Yeah.
And move
bend
on.
over and take it. Yep.
Oh, snap. Ginger, 100 resolutions or 100 meatballs?
I'm going to go with the 100 resolutions because then it gives me something to like check off throughout the year. Make me proud.
You ain't going to check off shit.
Yeah,
doing something for one day, not doing something for one day is not able to check off a resolution. I'm going to quit smoking for a day.
Did you know the second Friday after the first is called Quitter's Day?
It is called Quitter's Day. Yes, it is.
I learned something new about a week ago. I didn't realize that.
Yep, it is Quitter's Day. That's about how long everyone's like, fuck it.
Yeah.
Can I make 100 resolutions to tell Clover to go fuck off? Because I can do that.
I think you should do that. Yes.
You know how many times
check.
And do you know how many fucks I got to give about that, John? Exactly
about 100.
Zero. Exactly.
About 100.
About 100. Exactly zero.
My New Year's resolution is to get a video with Sig at SHOT Show. It's a great resolution to have.
Well, you might have a better chance of getting one with Sig than you do Taurus at this point. I'm just saying.
Well, you better try to get one. You better try to get one with Beretta because they're taking over the world.
They're taking over, baby.
No, I heard Gears On was better. I heard that that Regard was a better gun than the Beretta.
You ought to call and tell Chase about that. I don't think Chase has ever heard of them.
Oh. Educate the man.
Yeah.
Arminty says this show has gone to hell. What the hell did you expect?
I think Chase was asking about Gerson not long ago.
He was. He had heard of them, and I think he got Gerson and Canik a little messed up, but I don't remember. I don't exactly. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And please,
a Canik was a
mention
Vortex,
Canik. Yeah. Make sure you mention
Pretty
Canik
badass.
in front of Keith, please. Keith loves Canik almost as much as Springfield. Almost.
Right.
All right. 81% say they were going to be a glutton for punishment and say they want the balls. 81% like the balls. Okay, that tells you a little bit something about my audience. Is 81% of my audience likes balls. So it is what it is. All right, the last one. All right. We're going to talk products, our favorite products of the year here in a little bit. But of the two of my favorite, I'm not saying they're my favorite products, but two of my favorite this year, the GeForce Huckleberry, the lever action, or the SAR SOCOM Compact. Which one? We're going to start with you, Chris. You may not have any experience with them, but would you rather have the SOCOM Compact or a tactical lever action?
Man. Well, I have the SAR 9 full size SOCOM,
It's
and I love it.
gun. Yeah, it's a great gun.
But I am jealous of the Huckleberry because I don't have one of those yet. So
it's bad to the bone.
I'm going to go Huckleberry. That thing is just so cool.
It is. Ginger, now that you are a new, well, they don't call it the Huckleberry anymore. They call it the saddle. What is it?
The saddle horn.
Okay. I don't know why they changed. The Huckleberry is awesome, unless someone sued them over the name. I don't know.
I'm guessing somebody sent him a cease and desist. Somebody else must have had it at some point.
Yeah, but I just love the Huckleberry. So the saddle horn / Huckleberry, or the SOCOM Compact.
Bro, there's just something about a lever gun. I've been like giddy about this. My wife's making fun of me because I'm just like, I played like a Christmas Story when we were watching a Christmas Story. It came around with the Red Ryder BB gun. Right when I opened it, it was like I was gonna go get Black Bart. Also, Mike, please tell me you're trolling, bro. Like putting the Regard slide on the Beretta frame and getting a 2-in-1. That makes no sense, dude.
Can't do it anyway.
No, it's the different.
Like you got to be trolling. You said Chicago pizza was better than New York pizza.
Well, we know that's a lie.
I think you're just trolling. I really hope you're trolling, dude.
So
we love you.
One of two.
Come on.
There are two people in this world that are, and I love you, Mike, but I'm going to sit there straight up and tell you, either you're the dumbest motherfucker in the world, or you're the greatest fucking troll. You and Corey Feldman. I'm not so sure that Corey Feldman isn't just fucking trolling the world, because if he is, you and Corey Feldman could be the greatest trolls ever. I'm just throwing it out there. Yeah. Anyways, Clover, Huckleberry, or the SOCOM Compact?
I'm fucking offended you would even ask me this question. Next.
He's going with the SOCOM Compact, by the way. Yes.
So Ginger in the private chat, chat said he choked. Are you choking on the balls?
The balls. He had him some balls.
Damn it.
He's got the big. I heard
like
Ghost has big balls. He's got great balls. He's got the biggest balls of them all.
Yeah,
that's
they're
what
always
she said.
bouncing to the left and to the right.
Hey, what I lack in size. What I lack in size, I make up for lack in girth. I'm just saying, that's what it is. So yeah, I mean, people are out there talking about the GeForce shotguns from a few years ago, and I never had one. I understand that there were some issues. I can tell you from personal experience that the only experience that I have with GeForce is this Huckleberry. And I've got 250, 300, somewhere in there rounds through it. It runs great. I have
a lever action.
Zero.
What's gonna fuck up? It's a lever action.
I get it, but what I'm saying is like people say, "Oh, GeForce."
Yeah.
I don't know. Mike says, I am trolling about the firearm, but the pizza I'm definitely not trolling about, sir. Deep dish. Okay, get the fuck out.
It's a lasagna.
I've had enough.
Let's be honest. Let's be honest.
It is.
It's
It's lasagna on bread. Let's just be honest. Toasted bread lasagna.
Yeah.
Actually, that does sound pretty bad. Can you imagine? Oh my God. What about garlic toast crust? Like garlic sourdough toast as a crust for pizza.
That sounds delicious.
That sounds amazing. Not Chicago pizza.
Do you remember? Now you don't eat Pizza Hut. Well, you do sometimes.
Sometimes.
Pizza Hut, you can't do it anymore.
I don't like Domino's pizza.
It fucking pisses me off. But people out there in the chat may remember what I'm talking about. You used to get seasoning in your crust at Pizza Hut. Does anybody remember that? And the Hut favorite seasoning was the best. It was
I remember that.
I remember they had. I think pizza was the first one to come out with like the cheesy crust. I do remember that. But that's about what the fuck are you doing?
Well, for years I can remember, even like being very young growing up. So yeah, I'm not even paying attention to the.
You don't want to. You don't want to. The group chat's going off the rails.
No,
I officially am not looking anymore. I'm not looking at it anymore. Not looking at it anymore. All right. 55 to 45. Another close one. 55% goes to the SOCOM compact. 55-45. So it was close. It was close, but the SAR SOCOM compact takes it this time. So all I hear is you say you're old. That's your wife talking, dude. I'm just saying.
I am old. What the fuck? Like, I earned it.
Yeah,
I earned being old.
Wes says, I believe in a world that New York and Chicago pizza can live in harmony.
Nope.
Not a chance. There is nothing good about Chicago pizza. Nothing good about it.
Yep.
Not one. The Domino girls here. Wow. Only a handful of us know about the Dominoes, bitch.
That's
Grumpy
true.
old man. And Pappas, which was beautiful to see his.
Oh my God. Or Adam over there. He didn't even know people were watching. He was still.
Oh, he had no. Oh my God, that was beautiful. He just rubbing, just rubbing. We're like, look at him. He looks over at us. We're like, yeah. That was great. That was great. That was great.
He just kicked himself. That was hilarious.
He just kicked himself.
That was fantastic.
I told you I'm not very smart. I kick myself out of my own podcast. But yeah, go check out Manufacturing. No, that's funny as shit. But yeah, go check out anything. And if you decide to purchase something, utilize one of many, many, many discount codes. We don't make a penny off this. It's there for you to save money. Ours is just Ghost. Ginger's is just FLR. Clover's is Clover Tech. And Chris is the longest one in the history of the world. Chris from the 740. Why did he just put 740? Like, why did he make it so difficult?
Could have been very simple.
Oh, we've got a Rumble comment.
Oh,
first one of the night.
Do I want to hear it?
Yeah, this I've never heard of this. What about thin crust Milwaukee pizza, sausage, mushroom, and onion? I've never heard of thin crust Milwaukee pizza.
So, like,
is that
okay, I'll bite Milwaukee pizza. Milwaukee pizza. I don't even know what. Okay, what are they saying is the difference? It's just like it's not deep dish. It's like thick crust, or like almost like hand toss is what it looks like. So I don't know. What is Milwaukee's? Here we go. It's a type of pizza that has both a crust firm enough to have a noticeable crunch and slices cut into squares as opposed. So it's a hand tossed pizza that's cut like a thin crust, basically.
I mean, I could go for
You know,
that.
like a thin crust, they cut them in squares, right?
Yeah.
It's basically it
He
looks
said
like a hand tossed pizza. What is it?
Is it like Domino's? He's saying it's cracker thin crust. So I'm wondering if it's like that not Domino's. What's the other Chris? What's that other pizza place in Ohio that cuts the Donato's? That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
I don't know. The pictures that I just Googled looked like it was like hand tossed crust. I don't know.
Yeah, he's talking about like I don't know if you have ever had Donato's, but Donato's like super thin. It's like a cracker. It's crunchy, but it's cut into little squares.
Well, that's thin crust
good,
in general.
decent. But it's like they're like cracker sized squares. Yeah, they're even thinner. They're like cracker sized squares. They're not big squares. It's pretty good pizza. It's not bad.
I mean, so the pizza's the same. It's just cut differently. Is what you're saying?
It's more of like it's got like a cracker crunch. It's more crunchy than it is like soft doughy.
I'll stick with New York.
It's hard to explain.
It sounds like I'd eat that more than I would Chicago. I just don't like deep dish pizza.
Well, Donato's thing is too, is they don't really have like your crust. It's like edge to edge toppings. That's always been their big thing. It's like
I'm down for
go
that.
all the way to the edge of the pizza.
And I think Clover would be down there because he likes to maximize real estate with his food. If you've ever been to Genghis Grill, you'll understand this. Rosati's? What is Rosati's? That's not Italian at all. Not one bit is Rosati's Italian place. Doesn't sound like it. Sounds French to me. So yeah. All right.
Here, I'm gonna type this in there. He suggested a pizza place. I'm just gonna type it in there so you can look at it.
Who?
The guy on Rumble. I can't. Ballestari's Pizza. I'm gonna type it in the private chat.
I mean, like I said, I like thin crust pizza. So I would definitely. My favorite is New York style pizza. I love like the big wedge you fold. Like that's my jam. Thin crust pizza is dope as hell. Like love thin crust pizza. I would honestly put any kind of pizza in front of Chicago. Personal preference. I don't know.
I think I might even put Starvation in front of Chicago. Just saying.
That's a fair point. Let's go through the room. Like, obviously, I know where I am. My least favorite pizza in the world is Chicago style pizza. Ginger, what's your least favorite and your most favorite style of pizza?
Least favorite Chicago style. Most favorite is Detroit style, the big thick pieces, or Sicilian. Detroit kind of, but the big thick pieces.
I've had that before. It's pretty good. I don't mind it. Clove, favorite and least favorite. Obviously, Chicago. If you're taking Starvation over Chicago,
least favorite Chicago, without a doubt. I like a pan.
Okay, yeah.
A fairly thick crust. But not like deep dish pan. Just pan.
Yeah. Now Wes says his least favorite is vegetarian. Now, I'm not talking about like the toppings and all of that. I'm just talking about like the kind of the thickness of the crust, like a deep dish, a New York, a thin, whatever, you know what I'm saying? A hand tossed, a pan. Now, I think a pan is pretty close to hand toss, is it not? As far as like thickness,
it's just
about
cooked
the same,
in a
right?
pan as opposed to like out flat, right? Like
yeah, but it's about the same like thickness of crust. So
yeah, it's the same. Yeah, basically, yeah.
Speaking of balls, Fluffy says Detroit style sucks big dirty old donkey balls. There you go. I wish you would hold back, bro. Keeping that shit bottled in will hurt one day. Just feel free to just say what's on your mind here, right? All right. Thin crust with a ton of toppings. All right, we're gonna get to this in a second. This a pizza chat. I'm in. Chris, favorite and least favorite.
My favorite is definitely going to be like the New York style. It's just not too thin, but and the least favorite, it's got to be a tie between the deep dish and Detroit style. I don't like all that dough on the Detroit style pizza, and I'm not a fan of deep dish at all. So
yeah. Oh snap! Arminthia might have reminded me of some childhood greatness. The school pizza from the 80s and 90s. I'm not gonna lie to you, that fucking pizza was amazing. The school pizza was great.
You didn't fuck around.
It was like a rectangle, but it wasn't French bread. You know what I'm saying? It was like New York thickness, but like in a rectangle. Oh, school pizza.
You know, there's a place you can buy it from.
So,
oh, really?
Cafeteria pizza. I'm sure you can probably still order it. Cafeteria pizza, though. Here's the thing: an edge piece, a corner piece, or a center piece. Edge. Corner,
okay. For what style?
Cafeteria pizza.
Ooh, I usually will say a centerpiece, but for cafeteria, I like a little bit of the crust on the outside of the edge. I'm a little bit of crunchy guy.
Do you want a corner? Do you want two?
I want a corner because I want two edges a little bit crunchy.
Two crunchies instead of one. Yeah.
Now, if you add, but here's the thing: if I eat like normal, let's say like thin crust, from Domino's, where it comes cut in squares, I like the middle square in those. But in the school pizza, I want the crusty edges. Oh,
well,
so
if you're feeling whimsical and you're gonna fold it or roll it, the center one works better.
Holy shit, that is it.
Yeah, GFS
or just
a 12
GFS too.
Oh my! For $210, or 4 easy payments at $52.50. But for $210, I was like, "What the hell are you talking about?" Check this out. Let's share screen, my friends. The the old school pack, 12 of our favorite pizzas. You have 12 of the breakfast burritos, 12 mini bagels, 12 mini cinnies, 12 of the donuts, 12 of the breadsticks, 12. Oh my God. Are you kidding me?
You get the Mexican pizza too.
The Mexican, oh man. I'm in. All right. Here we go.
Oh, they got the breakfast pizza. Oh.
That's what I'm saying. They got it all, man. For $210, you get a lot of shit. Talking about this now, I hope it's not from the 80s. Like, let's just hope that it's modern food.
No, you can also order the smiley face French fries too.
I don't know what that is. I didn't grow up in the 2000s.
Oh, you guys didn't have. We had those in the 90s. They were smiley face French fries. They had a smiley face.
We didn't go to gay school, so.
16.
Wow.
Thanks.
A little pricey, but I get it.
What's that?
Oh, I was looking at just the cheese.
Pack.
You get just the cheese, and it's $46 for 16 of them. Like, oh my God.
So that's roughly $3 a pizza. And it's kind of pricey because it's not a huge pizza.
For a little 4x6 slice, yeah.
Yeah. I get the hell out of all 16.
I don't think it's a slice. I don't think that's a slice. I think that's the whole.
Well, I mean, it is the whole.
Yeah, you get 16. You get 16 slices for $46.
Yeah, it says 4x6. So
Casey's is good. Casey's my favorite, like, non-pizza place pizza. Like the delivery or fast food pizza, whatever you want to call Domino's and all that. Like, not like people you can actually go and sit down and all that, but Casey's is actually really damn good. I like it because I don't like a lot of sauce, right? I like sauce, but I don't like a lot of sauce. I would rather have the cheese and toppings more than the sauce. And Casey's does a really good job. That's fair, Rob. But yeah, so let's go to this. Build your own pizza.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what's the go-to, like, your favorite pizza? Let's start with Chris on this one.
Sausage, pepperoni, bacon, and extra cheese.
Sausage, pepperoni, bacon, and extra cheese. Sounds pretty good. I mean, can't go wrong with any of those three. I've never had that combination, but I would imagine that all three of those things are good on pizza, so they'd have to be great together, right? Chicago Mike says, I'm parked at a Casey's truck stop. Well, go get some pizza, homie. Ginger, your go-to, like, ultimate pizza in your opinion?
Cheese, cheese, bacon, and pepperoni. And if not that, then
I didn't give you two fucking choices.
God damn.
I gave you one.
Fucking, what the hell?
Pick one.
They're both
Pick
my
one.
go-to.
Millenniums.
You can't have
stick
two
with that
go-tos. Neither one of them would be go-tos.
Well, it depends
You
on
can
if
only
they
have
have
one
barbecue
pizza for the
sauce.
rest of your life. You could have one pizza. What
Depends.
the hell
You
did
said
you
you
just say?
He said you can have whatever you want, dumbass. So
You get
the
one
whole,
pizza for
well,
the
it
rest of your life.
depends. Don't
What
matter.
is it? They
Okay,
have everything that you could possibly ever want on a pizza.
All right. Well, you're gonna make fun of me, so I don't give a fuck.
I want to make fun of you anyways, but let's just hear it. Let's just hear it.
Barbecue sauce, cheese, chicken, bacon, red onion. It's good.
Why don't you just go to a barbecue joint and ask for some fucking toasted bread?
Because I like it on my pizza.
Some barbecue chicken toast.
Exactly. Fucking weirdo. You're right. I'm gonna make fun of you. All right, Clove.
Beef, pork,
Like ground beef.
beef, ground, yeah, ground beef, pork sausage, ham. I gotta be careful. Let's see. We can have anything.
Are you sure this isn't Paul's? You sure this isn't Paul's pizza? A lot of swine.
I know, right? Yeah, a lot of pork. Yeah, pork sausage, ground beef, ham, spinach, extra cheese, light sauce on pan crust with Hut favorite seasoning. If I can have whatever I want, they don't do the fucking Hut anymore, and they don't do spinach anymore, the fuckers. But
why would they?
I don't know, but spinach on pizza is amazing.
Spinach on anything is disgusting. I'm not a spinach guy. But yeah. For me, I'm pretty simple. I'm pretty easy. I want ham, mushroom, and onion. That's it.
I probably should try onion on there at some point.
Pretty good. Gives a little bit of crunch, you know.
Yeah.
Gives a little bit of crunch to it. Because you put the onion on there and you bake it through, it's not in there long enough to make it the soft onion. So there's still a little bit of that crunch, and it's pretty damn good. It's pretty good. Pretty good.
But I'm sure it adds to the flavor.
What's that?
I'm sure it adds pretty good flavor.
I may try that next time. Though. Yeah, I love onion.
I do. Well, I do too. So I may try that next time.
Yoko, someone said vegetarian, or I think it was Wes maybe, but my wife orders vegetarian, not because she's a vegetarian, but she likes vegetables and all that. So she orders a vegetarian pizza and adds bacon to it. And that's her go-to. And then she basically drowns it in Tabasco. So that's her go-to pizza. So yeah. All right. Hell, we are an hour into this, and that's about right. Usually it takes about an hour to get to our topic these days. And you can never go wrong with a food chat. And with New Year's coming up and some great football games in the next 48 hours, pizza talk is never a bad thing either. Let's just be honest. I used to be a Supreme guy, by the way. I used to love Supreme pizza, and then I just, I don't. That's what it is. I'm not going to turn down Supreme. I'm one of the very few people that actually probably likes olives on pizza, so I don't mind olives on them. So, let's talk about our favorite products of 2024. Yeah, food's always a good segue. You're right, Wes. I can turn any conversation into a food conversation. Let's just be honest. You think of the weirdest, darkest conversation, I can make it a food talk. Easy, easy, easy. That's the one thing that you don't ever really have, like, anti-food people. Everyone's got to have food, so there's no. I mean, they may not like the food you're talking about, but there's no anti-food people, right? Someone asked me, I don't know where it was. I don't know if it was on a podcast I did. I don't remember where it was. It might have been with Clover on a Ghost in Clover. I don't remember. I think it might have been. He said if I was to start a new channel right now, from scratch, like, what would it be? And I said a food channel, 100%. Like a food channel, like doing cooking, different recipes, all that. If I were to start a channel, and I had to get rid of all my channels now, like, and start over, only gonna have one channel, I would probably go a food channel. I think it'd be a great thing to do. But everyone loves food, right? They might love different foods, but everyone loves food. So, yeah. Sarge says the Bodyguard 2.0 is probably his favorite new gun of 2024. I am not gonna lie. So, I'm not saying I'm a fan of the original Bodyguard. I have a soft spot in my heart for the original Bodyguard because I carried it for a while, and it's a great little pocket 380. That said, when we were, I think it was at Goals up at Opie's place at the range day, was the first time that I got a chance to see and shoot the Bodyguard 2.0. I ain't gonna lie, bro, that's a damn good gun. I don't know if Clover, if you got a chance to shoot it or not, but I think even Clover would say for a Smith & Wesson semi-auto, it's a pretty good gun if he had a chance to shoot it. The first one was trash, Sarge, but I have an affectionate place in my heart for it because that and the Shield, I bought both of them the same time, long years and years and years ago. Those are the first two guns that I specifically bought for carrying. And depending on the situation, I'd carry the Shield or the Bodyguard. Go ahead, Chris.
I have the original Bodyguard, and it's
how does that fit in your hand?
Once I put the extensions on the mags, it was great.
Okay.
But it's probably the worst gun I own. But it was such a cool looking gun.
It was a cool looking gun.
It had a design look to it. Like, yeah, if it had the 2.0 trigger in it, it would have.
If it didn't have a 15-pound trigger, it wouldn't have been terrible,
Yeah.
Probably still been terrible, but like I said, I have a special place in my heart for that gun. Chloe, have you shot the 2.0 yet? Have you got a chance to get your hands on one?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to preface this because I know that you don't like Smith & Wesson autos, but for a Smith & Wesson auto, what do you think about it?
I don't like it. I don't like it. Even for Smith & Wesson auto, there's other ones I'd rather have.
Okay. Well, I thought it was pretty damn good. I'm not going to say it's my favorite gun of 2024, but it was probably maybe like my most pleasant surprise of 2024.
I see why people like it. I mean, I see why people like it.
Yeah, it's a good gun.
You asked me what I thought. I don't like it.
No. That's hey, that's why I bring you here. You're Mr. Hey, I can always count on you to bring up the rear.
Don't bring me down.
Sarge said he got one Saturday. I think Snob got one over the weekend too. So, it was probably the most pleasant surprise because I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't gonna go shoot it at Goals Range Day. Wasn't gonna shoot one, and then I don't. It was probably Sarge or Snob or someone was talking about. Man, it's so good. It's so good. I was like, really? So I had to go over there and shoot it. And I was like, damn, this is pretty good. There you have it.
I really liked it.
Yeah, I did too. I'm not going to say it's the best new gun of 2024, but it's good. Oh shit. All right. I'm digging this one, Jacob. I can always count on Jacob for a great question. Random question. If you had the opportunity to drive the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile, where would you drive it? Anywhere in the world for a month. Where would I drive it? I would go find the biggest donut-shaped building and drive that wiener right into that donut-shaped building. For the picture alone, it would be worth it. Where would I drive it? Can you imagine driving the hills of San Francisco in the Wienermobile? How good would that be? That would be fantastic. Ginger, where would, if you could drive the Wienermobile, where in the world would you drive it for a month? Or for a day? I don't care. For forever, how long? Where would you want to drive it? If you could take the Wienermobile.
I'm trying to think of something funny, but I can't. And I'm guessing through the Smokies. I don't know. I really can't think of anything witty to say.
He likes his wiener. He likes smoked wieners. Okay, I get it.
Yeah,
I get it. Yeah, sure. We always heard that about you. Clove, where would you want to drive the Wienermobile?
The F1 circuit.
Holy shit. Nuremberg Ring. Can you imagine taking it to Nuremberg Ring? Oh my God, that would be amazing. So Nuremberg Ring has, it's open to the public and you can go drive it anytime you want. But every year they have a couple fun races where it's like minivans only. Then they had one that were like tour buses, like big buses, like buses only in a race. And they're doing times. And it was, they have fun with it. Can you imagine pulling up to Nuremberg Ring with the Wienermobile saying, "What's up, bitches? Let's go. Let's rock this." That would be amazing. Yes, I love that.
You need to watch this video.
Okay, I'll watch it later. The 24 hours of Le Mans. There you go. SARS says he'd enter it in the 24 hours of Daytona race and then Le Mans. Okay, I get it. Chris, what about you? Where are you taking the Wienermobile?
I mean, look, honestly, it'd just be cool to drive that thing anywhere.
It would be. Can you imagine driving it from Ohio out to Vegas for SHOT Show? Like, just would be amazing. Rolling into SHOT Show range day Monday morning in the Wienermobile. Just pulling in.
I like it.
Actually, like you own the place. Because you know what would happen. Someone at SHOT Show is going to figure out a way to get the Wienermobile like presented somewhere at SHOT Show. Baja? It wouldn't make Baja. No way that thing makes Baja. It'd be fun as hell, though.
Trey, you got to pull that video up on screen. You got to pull that video up on screen and watch it because you said it, so I found the video. Because this happened in Phoenix like a couple months ago.
Okay. Stand by for the standby. Nice. There it is. Sticking the weenie in the hole. There you go. Hold on. Nice. It's the quality. Look at that Wienermobile. That is amazing. Now, I wonder if that's like the original Wienermobile or is that one that like this guy made? You know what I'm saying? I'm sure somebody have probably recreated it. Yeah.
I
a
think
vehicle
Buck,
Tour de France. That would be hilarious. What's that?
Buck could probably make you one if you wanted one.
He did a space shuttle one. So
yeah.
Have you guys seen Elvis Presley's private jet was turned into like a truck? Search YouTube and it's like Elvis's jet. And some guy bought it. It was sitting in the desert for like 40 years, right? And he got it on an auction for like 200 grand or something like that. And he's turned it in. He like mounted it on like a trailer or like not a trailer necessarily, but like a what do you call it? He took like the chassis of like a mobile home, like a tour bus, like a big RV, like welded the he took the wings off and all that, but like welded the fuselage of Elvis's jet onto this thing and takes it all around the country, but he didn't change a thing inside. Like all the gold and all Elvis's, like it's pretty amazing. So it's all on YouTube. You can watch it. It's pretty cool. Jimmy's World. That's right, Scott. Jimmy's World, and it's amazing. There's 6 of them. There's 6 Wienermobiles. Really interesting. I didn't know that. All right. We're gonna get actually on topic. I'm sure most people would rather stay on the weird topics, and we can do that if you want. We can do products next week, or it'll be next year too. But the red velvet interior, yes, it was the red velvet interior. All the knobs were like gold. There's a TV, an old box, little 18-inch TV in there with like a VCR, and they work. Like it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Let's kind of go through. I want to kind of spread this out a little bit. Let's go. I'm going to say handgun because it could be revolver or pistol, right? Ginger, I'm going to start with you. Not saying that you're saying it's the best. What's your favorite pistol that you've worked with or shot or whatever? What's your favorite handgun of 2024 for you?
Does it have to be launched in 2024, or could it be?
Jesus motherfucking Christ! Yeah. Why do you make shit so difficult?
Because I am. I know what Chris is going to say, so I'm not going
to. When you became aware of it, and when you received it or bought it or whatever, and technically the GX2 would work because it was 2024 when you got it. But what I'm saying is like, does it have to be released in 20? It's what I mean. Like, what's the best gun that you've worked with or had this year?
Okay. I know what Chris is going to say, so I'm not going to take Chris's because that was really good. But I'm going to go. There's 2 that stand out. I'm going to pick one because you said one, and I'm going to go with the untouchable.
Okay. I just want you to make a distinct. I want you to make a distinct decision, and I'm glad you did that. The untouchable, really. Not saying it's bad. There are a couple guns that I know that you have loved this year.
Yeah, I loved a couple guns, but the thing is the untouchables in my nightstand, and I carried it at goals, and I really liked it. So
is it comfortable to carry? Is it comfortable to carry?
Yeah, it's okay. It's a heavy gun. It's not bad. It's a single stack 1911, so it's not bad, but like there's another one that would go on it. It's on they've like competed with it, but I really, if it's in my bed,
and we're not saying this is the best gun. This is your favorite gun. So there you go. And your favorite is subjective. So Clover, what's your favorite handgun of 2024? Earth to Clover. Come in, Clover.
I'm thinking.
Oh, okay. All right.
Thinking. Probably because it kicked the Beretta out of the carry rotation. Probably the PD-10 30 Super Carry.
There you go. Wes wants to know, in that price range of the untouchable, do you think that's the 1911 to get?
100%.
I mean, it's
100%.
It's going to be a million times better than a Rock Island. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes.
Yep.
Chris, favorite handgun of the year?
I'm going to go with the T-Saws Night Stalker. And I fell in love with that gun when I picked it up at SHOT.
Mm-hmm.
And 2024 was a great year for people that wanted to get into the budget double stack 1911s. There was a lot.
It was the year of the 2011s, absolutely.
Yeah. And the Night Stalker, I would have to say, is my favorite handgun that I had on the channel this year.
All right, Ginger. So now you're obviously surprised. So what do you want to go back and say is your favorite now?
No, I thought Chris was going to say the Ross Martin.
I thought that's what you were going to say, honestly.
I was going to say it was
Chris was middle of the year there was a lot of Ross Martin love in the middle of the year.
Yeah, I thought Chris was going to say the Ross Martin. The other one I was going to say it was the Echelon Compact. Was the other one I really liked this year. But like I said, the Untouchable. But I thought 100% Chris was going to go with the Ross Martin.
I was a little surprised by Chris as well, not just because a lot of this year was Ross Martin, and so I figured that was a big
I mean, if I had to say the close second, it's going to be that. But for me, I wanted a double stack 1911 for a long time, and then now we got something that is reliable and affordable. It's still an expensive gun to most people, but at least the option was there for people that wanted to get into that platform that, couldn't afford a staccato. So there you go.
Yeah. My number two, it's interesting. My number two would be, and Ginger said it, so why would I say it anyway? Would have been the Untouchable.
Yeah. Yeah. My number one, I think that it's pretty obvious if you've been around me for a while. It's quickly become one of my favorite guns that I own is that SAR SOCOM Compact. That is one hell of a handgun. And that's hands down this year. No offense to any other guns, but that is hands down by far my favorite handgun of the year, which would be a second place. Man, we had some good ones this year. I'd say what I really have enjoyed so far, and it's still early into the process. I only got a little bit of rounds in them, but that 2311 Brat is a pretty fun little damn gun too. I really enjoyed that. It's a fun gun to shoot. It is a fun gun to shoot.
Well, I'm loving the 38 Super. But it's so early.
It is. And I'm not saying that the Brat will take it over eventually. I'm not going to say that because it's going to be tough to take over that SOCOM. That said, this early for me to say that the Brat's probably number two, and it's a distant number two, but it's probably number two after what 150, 200 rounds, something like that.
Yeah,
it's pretty impressive too, though.
Can I answer Jacob's question real quick?
Absolutely. Are you talking about the 1911?
Yep. Jacob,
real quick. Hold on before you do. I want to give this context for the listeners out there so people understand what's going on. Jacob says, what would you say is the best mil spec 1911 to get that is affordable, sub $600, accurate to the World War II? Go ahead. And we'll let everyone do this.
I'm going to say the T-Sauce because it got approved by CMP for use in matches.
Yeah.
So it'd be the T-Sauce mil spec. I think that is the actual name is the T-Sauce mil spec or the SDS imports as well.
I would say the SDS, but it's the same thing. Let me ask you guys a question because I'm just in the last couple of years, you guys know this, have started getting into the 1911 game. Like a Colt 1911. Could you find one for $600 in the used market or no?
No.
No. Okay. I have no idea. Okay.
You're talking about a World War II, like a CMP original?
No. Just like maybe a modern Colt 1911, but might be used. Like, is there something, or are you talking about $1,000 even for that?
Yeah, you're not going to find one. I mean, you can find anything on the secondary market and maybe get a steal somewhere, but I mean that.
Not generally.
You're not going to see one in a used case or probably at a gun show or anything like that. I don't think.
Okay. Weren't they? How much were those CMP ones going for? Weren't those going for like $800-900? But you didn't get to choose what you got.
600. Yeah, that's not 600.
Yeah, I know.
And you could get a total beater that's horrible too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But if you want a World War II 1911. Well, theoretically, a World War II 1911, you could get one from the CMP. I think you got to put in for a lottery for that.
Yep.
I think it's going to be out soon, but they're coming out. SDS is coming out with a Raider, and it's going to be the Marine Corps Raider, 45 1911 for World War II. Their design, they had like a special little thing, and there's supposed to be a Raider. They've got the Raider knife, and so I can't wait to get the knife and the Raider 1911 for the Marine Raiders back in World War II. But the SDS, yeah, I mean, good shit, and especially that $600 range. I mean, Chris, you have anything else besides what? Oh,
I think those are running $300.
No, I'm saying for under $600, you're not going to find. I mean, you're talking about a probably, and I don't know this, but I'm going to say a Rock Island's probably going to cost more than that SDS. That SDS is going to run circles around it, you know, or Tissos, whatever actually stamp brand.
And I'm not a big Tissos fan.
No.
And that said, I would take Tissos over Rock Island.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Chris, what about you? Anything else you want to add?
I mean, he wants something replicating a World War II. So, I mean, John's got the best pick for that. But
yeah.
In all honesty, the best deal out there on 1911 is that Untouchable. I mean, you're going to get a little more modernized, but I mean, that gun is amazing for what.
Yeah, if you're not worried about like the original, you know, World War II design, not original, but the World War II design, yeah. Let's go through the room real quick. Fuck it. Have some fun with it. Ginger, what's your favorite 1911? Doesn't matter price range. What's your favorite 1911?
We're talking about single stack, right? 1911.
Single stack 1911 that you either own or you have shot. Not just the Dream 1911, but that you own or have shot or have owned. Like, what's your favorite 1911?
I mean, if you're putting it as have shot, it's going to be the Wilson Combat.
Okay.
I don't know which model it was, but yeah, that was a Dream.
Yeah. Clove.
Man, that's solid, and I probably would have said that. So I'm gonna go Oriskany.
That's a damn good one. Yeah, that's a damn good one. Really good one. Yep. Christopher.
So I'm going to go with one that I own because I have shot a lot of great ones. The Influencer X is badass.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah. My favorite 1911 is, I know you're going to say this, it's also, I think, my most beautiful gun is the Springfield Armory Ronin 10 millimeter. That Ronin is such a beautiful gun. Oh, that's the first time I ever saw that gun. I was like, that is, to me, and you guys know me, when I did get that was the first 1911 I'd ever owned. Like, I was not a 1911 guy, but I think even Clover was there when I first saw it, like on the internet, and I said, that is one of the most beautiful guns I've ever seen. And it, to me, to this day, it is a beautiful gun. But the Springfield Ronin 10 millimeter is my favorite 1911 for sure. There you go. All right, we've done handgun of the year, kind of our favorite. So we're going to start on Clover with this one. Favorite rifle of the year.
Interesting. Man.
Yeah. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a rifle length. You know what I'm saying? If you want to put like
yeah. Because I figure you're going to get around to like PCC or something a little later anyway. But,
yeah.
Probably the Henry Homesteader.
Oh, nice.
Which is technically, I guess, PCC, but it's rifle length.
But it's rifle length. Yeah. No, I get it. Yeah.
So, man,
I forgot that you had that. It's been a while since you've talked about that.
It's pretty sweet. I mean, if you're like, the Marlin Camp rifles have always eluded me.
Yeah.
I think my dad had one growing up, or somebody in the
family. You just can't find them, or
one.
what?
Yeah, when you do, they're expensive.
Okay.
You know, I keep thinking that, you know, fucking Ruger, man, you know, they took over Marlin, and they've got one hell of a market they could if they would bring that back, I think.
Yeah.
The old camp rifles, and that Henry that Henry just gives you camp rifle vibes, man. It's it's so cool. Now Wes out there is bringing up the Hammerly, and I do like the Hammerly. The Hammerly would probably be a close second, but that camp rifle's a lot of fun. Or the camp rifle. Listen to me, the Homesteader.
The Henry Homesteader. There you go. Chris, favorite rifle of the year?
This one's easy. I put thousands of rounds through it this year. The Frontline 16.
Snap. I was not thinking. I mean, I was not thinking you were going to say that.
Oh, that gun.
I thought your 1022 build was going to get it.
I haven't really shot that many rounds through it yet. So,
okay.
But yeah, the Frontline 16 is that for the price. That gun is tuned so well. I ran 1,400 rounds through it before I cleaned it. I mean, it's a tank. That is a great gun.
Yeah, I will say it is probably the second best rifle that Anderson's ever done. And the only reason why I say the second best is if you ever shot the Dissy, which is not a 2024, but just in general, the Dissy is one of the best AR style rifles ever made. Doesn't matter what brand. It's up there. The Dissy is unbelievable. Fantastic. But yeah, the Frontline, I've got a couple of them, but they're great. I love them. And they've done a really, really great job with those rifles for sure. Ginger, favorite rifle of the year? Oh, I'm sorry. Real quick, Clover, you going to say something?
No.
Oh, I thought I saw you unmute. I'm sorry.
No.
Okay.
Favorite rifle of the year has to be
favorite rifle of the year.
Well, since the Dissy was last year, I'm going with the Springfield Boundary. I really enjoyed shooting that 6.5 PRC out to distance.
Yeah.
It's a really nice gun. Also, Clover, that same shields I got the Taurus from, also has a Marlin Camp in their used section in 45.
How much?
I can't remember the price. I can't remember the price.
Damn it. I bet I don't have a shields around here. I wonder if they do. They probably don't do it online.
I bet you they would ship it. I bet you they would ship it to your local Shields if you had, or your closest Shields.
I don't even know.
Are you going to be driving past the Shields on your way to SHOT Show?
Well, it's in the used cabinet's the problem, but yeah.
Well, you're going to be going through Phoenix. You could just stop by his. And
I won't be going through Phoenix.
No, you're going through. You go up north. Don't
well, depends on how the weather's going to be, but odds are I won't.
Dallas has a Shields West Side.
Really?
I didn't know that. But yeah.
Well, John will have to find out what they want. Jacob out there said that he's seen one on an auction for $300 or $400. Like that was a steal. I would have gave that in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Like what are they going for now? Like in general, like what have you seen most of them?
Minimum $700-800, about what the Homesteader cost new.
Okay.
So
if you had the Marlin Camp or the Homesteader for the same price, which one are you picking? You picking the Homesteader?
Oh, I would go Marlin Camp if it was.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Any kind of decent shape, because I mean they don't make them anymore, and it's old school, and it's gonna
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Much rather have the original.
Yeah.
Not knocking the Henry. The Henry's awesome, but
no.
It's like you're talking about with Anderson's Dissy, right? There's a whole big difference between having the Anderson Dissy and a legit fucking Dissy. So
true that.
A Colt, back in the day Dissy. There's two different things.
A legit Colt Dissy, yeah.
No knock on the new one. It's two different things.
Nope. I'm glad that Anderson did it because it's their best rifle they ever came out with. To this,
that's what, and I drug you over there and was hyped up when that Homesteader came out. If you remember,
I remember that. Oh, I do remember that.
I was like, and that's why I was like, holy shit.
That was what length was that? Is it 16 or 18 or what is it?
I think it's a 16.
16.
I think
that's the 9mm. Is yours a 9 or what did you get yours?
Yeah, it's
9.
It's
okay,
9. They only come in 9. It's only in 9.
Oh, okay. I thought there might have been other cartridges, but
the Camps come in 45.
I remember you shot the 9 at SHOT.
Yeah. No, the Camps come in 45, and then Ruger, of course, had the 44s on their 1022 style platform. So
if you could have like that Homesteader, like that design, that semi-auto, whatever, like what what cartridge would you prefer it to be in? Do you like 9 or do you want
40,
something else?
45. Oh, I would much.
45.
Yeah. If I had my choice, if somebody, so in other words, if somebody said, okay, let's Jacob, for example, right?
Yeah.
Let's say that, $300 to $400 range, there was a camp carbine. There was 2 of them sitting in front of me. Old school Marlin camp carbines. One was 9, one was 45. I could only buy one because for that price, I'd probably buy both. I would go 45. 45 in a carbine is just fucking sweet, dude.
Yeah.
Longer barrel, 45 is just, man, it's awesome.
Yeah. Faux shizzle. Who started that one? Was that?
I think Ginger did.
Clover started that one.
Maybe I did.
Yeah, no, Clover did.
So we've all said.
Yeah,
you all 3 of you said yours.
You didn't.
Okay, I have. Okay, I couldn't remember. I think it's pretty obvious for me is that the Huckleberry, the tactical lever in 357. It's just I've had, and people that know me know that, especially Clover knows this. For a couple of years now, I thought there was a chance a couple of years ago I was going to get a chance to work with Henry on one of their products. Didn't come through, so whatever. But I have been so late to the lever action game, and people laugh at me because like now I'm so into like levers. I love lever actions, and people laugh at me like they've been out for like 150 years, or whatever it is, And I was like, I know, but it's only been the last year that this guy has found them. So it's a blast to shoot. I can't wait to do some more lever action stuff. But I think I like this one really is because it's more tactical. I've got a dot on it. I've got a flashlight on it, and it's just a cool ass motherfucker. And I love that thing. So that's for me the best rifle of the year is the G-Force Huckleberry LTAC, the 16-inch tactical version. Love that thing. Love that thing. I could not recommend that enough to people, and it's cheap. I mean, it's inexpensive. It's really budget friendly for a tactical lever action. Pretty cool. All right, now we're going to go into short barreled, whether it's a PCC or it could just be a shorter rifle cartridge, whatever. We'll call it the short barreled bracket, if you will. Chris, what's your favorite PCC of the year? Or short barreled of the year, I should say. You can still be 300 blackout or whatever cartridge you want. It's just the pistol or the SBR size, right?
Yeah, I'm going to nothing really blew me away in that department this year. Probably go with the Mat 9. I mean, it's been around for a while, but I shot it for the first time this year. I like both versions, the carbine length and the pistol.
Yep.
And it's just fully ambi, which is super cool because it's hard to find PCCs like that.
I know, and that's the thing is that is so funny. That just tells you right there, like when we're talking about favorite, maybe not the best, but the favorite. Like we all have our own criteria, and most people forget that you're a lefty, and so that ambi is something that when you find something ambi, you do get excited about that. So I think it's hilarious. Ginger, what about you? Best PCC or short SB out there?
Well, the one that I like the most didn't come out this year, so I can't say that. Okay. So I guess I'm going to throw a wild card in there and throw an AOW and throw the pen gun out there.
Oh, Jesus, you're so weird.
Well, I hadn't shot any. He took the Mat 9. That's what I was going to say.
I mean, technically, that's a short barrel, right? So
yeah. Well, I didn't have anything else, so I'm throwing the pen gun out there. Sorry.
It's hard being your friend sometimes, Ginger. You know that?
It's hard being me sometimes. You know that?
I do know that. Clove, PCC of the year. I think I know where you're going to go with this.
Stride Bog 22.
Mine is going to be the Strybog 10. Love that thing. That Strybog 10 millimeter is a beast. I love that thing. Strybogs in general are pretty good. If you guys haven't got a chance to mess with a Strybog out there, go check one out. You can find them for decent prices, and they're damn good. They're damn good too. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. So this one we're going to do is best non-firearm product. Whatever. Could be anything, as long as it's not a firearm. Like best gear, whatever you want to call it, non-firearm product of the year. Ginger, want to start with you on this one?
I gotta go with the Savior bag. I don't know which model I got. I got it this year.
Is it for the handgun or the rifle or what?
It's a handgun. It's like 3 handgun. It's got like 2 pouches on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm pissed you skipped shotguns, but whatever.
We'll come back to. Oh, I did skip. Yep, you're right. We'll come back to that. We will come back to that. I actually was going to ask about shotguns. Yeah, we'll come back to that. So the Savior bag for sure. Clove, what about you? Non-firearm product of the year.
Non-firearm product of the hey, fuck yeah, the Caldwell Velociradar, without a fucking doubt.
Oh yeah, the thing you got a month or so ago.
Yeah,
you're liking that thing, aren't you?
Yeah, it's already like it's the shit. Yeah.
Yeah. Like hands down, no, not even close.
To anything else? I mean, there's a lot of other cool stuff. Don't get me wrong, but
like for you, like that's hands down.
Yeah, that's a game changer. Yeah.
Nice. Chris, what about you?
It didn't technically come out this year, but I got it this year. But man, that Caldwell turret shooting rest that I got, man, I use that thing all the time. I use it to display guns in the videos. I use it at the range. That's got to be my number one product of the year. That's technically it's not a firearm. I guess that works, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Yeah, it's not a firearm. For me, it's pretty easy as well. It's almost hands down. You guys remember last year I found this company called Skilly Gear, and they had the Ghost Pack, and it was amazing. Finally met them at SHOT this past year. We've become dear friends and talk with Ernie once a week now. So the Ghost Pack, and they just came out. I've got it right over here. Videos coming up. It's on my pegboard over here. It's called the Phantom Pack, and it's a smaller version for like an AR, not like a long, bolt action rifle. It's like for smaller, but it's the same bag. It's just shrunk down a little bit, and it's fantastic. So I'm gonna go with Skilly Gear Ghost / Phantom Packs. To this day, I will still say it's the best rifle bag ever made, and I don't think it's close. I have not seen every single bag that's out there. I've seen a shit ton of them, and it's hands down the best rifle bag I've ever seen, and I love mine. So hands down for me. Real quick, Clover, Jacob outstairs says, what's your opinion on the Marlin Model 62 lever action? Because I saw one go for 900 plus in 30 carbine recently.
Well, so there's 2 different versions of that. So, and he wasn't specific. The OG Lever-matics were a mag fed lever action. And then you've got a 62 that was also, it was a tube fed. So assuming he's talking about the OG, they typically run $1,000-$1,200, somewhere in that range. If it is the tube fed, more modern looking, whatever, looks like any other lever action. The Lever-matic doesn't. It's kind of goofy looking. But if it's that more traditional lever action version with the tube, 900 plus might be a little high for that one, actually.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. So it just depends. But there's both of them.
Yeah. Okay. We did forget shotguns, so let's go shotgun. I want to start this one because I haven't started one out yet. I usually come up taking up the rear. So we're gonna start this one. For me, it's pretty. I haven't done a whole lot of stuff with shotguns this year, but the best shotgun that I've worked with this year is the Mac 1014. It's a fantastic shotgun. I really have enjoyed that one a lot, for sure. Let's see here. Ginger, did you start the last one? I think you did.
It don't matter.
Clover, since you brought up shotgun, let's start with you.
Well, up until TriggerCon, it was the A5 and 20 gauge. You got to play with that one at SHOT Show.
That was I did enjoy that one.
And then TriggerCon.
That's the one that I was shooting the trap with, right?
Yeah. And then TriggerCon happened, range day there, and I got on the CZ All American over under.
Yeah.
Well, it depends on which version, because the All American's single barrel trap, plus they got the trap over and under. Just depends on which one you go with. But fucking amazing.
There's a whole lot of FUD in that sentence right there. I'm sorry.
Man, they're amazing though. Amazing.
Yeah. Obviously I know that CZ's been making shotguns for a while. In general, where does CZ stack up in shotgun world in comparison to like the Berettas, the Benellis, that shotgun is? Where is, for someone like who's basically shotgun illiterate like I am?
So sadly, I don't think they do. I think they, as far in the hunting world, they probably, when you get into the really high end CZs, in the hunting world, they probably, the high end CZs.
That's why I asked you, because a lot of my buddies,
you get into the sporting, you know what I mean, the like sporting glaze, and even the high ends, I don't think. I think people are going with something else a lot of times.
Yeah. I have some buddies that have CZs and they do a lot of hunting. So I was wondering how they stood up in comparison, you know. Now for shotguns, do you still hold the Benellis, Berettas, as far as not the ultra crazy ass, but like the everyday, like high end shotguns, or the Benelli, Beretta, Benelli?
So 3 Bs: Beretta, Benelli, Browning. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So those are still the top.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Without getting into Olympic grade, you know what I mean? Team USA,
I'm just talking about. Yeah, I'm just talking about like just everyday, like off the shelf, best shotguns. Right.
Yeah.
Wes wants to know: did the Beretta A300 Ultima come out in 24 or 23? It might have come out. It might have been announced in 23, but it might have come out in 24. I don't know. You know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I don't know. Chris, shotgun.
I'm gonna need Clover's help on this. My favorite shotgun I shot this year was at Goals. Clover and I shot plays with them, but I cannot remember the name of that company. But that
over
was
at SDS.
The smoothest shotguns I ever shot.
We shot clays.
Shot clays.
It was when we first got there.
Was it down there by SDS?
We shot them out over the hill. No, I'm sorry, Clover. It was GunCon. Sorry.
Oh, I was gonna say it wasn't rain. It was a fucking 180 degrees at Goals. It was not raining.
Yeah, that was the CZ. That was the CZ. It was on the end, right? Like the very last booth there before you had to go over the bridge.
They were all the way out
on a corner. They had a clay pigeon thrower out there for us, and me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They were on the very end. So as you was walking in GunCon and you were walking down the firing line, you had to cross a bridge. You remember that little bridge? You had to walk across, and then they were on the left, right there, the very first one.
You're thinking TriggerCon. There's no bridge at GunCon.
Oh, he said GunCon. Okay, never mind. GunCon. Oh, he's talking about the holy shit. Why can I not think of that?
I want to say I thought it was blue something.
Brita.
Yeah,
You're talking about Britas.
Yeah.
Yeah, Britas.
God,
Which are
those were
Benellis?
nice.
Which are
Those were
Benellis?
really nice.
Or used to
Other
be.
Benellis? Okay.
Yeah, they used to be.
Real
under
quick, a
Benellis.
shout out to Drew in Oregon. He says hello.
Sorry, Chris.
Hello.
Confused. Too many cons.
I never even heard of that.
I had y'all
But it's
screwed up
basically
anyway. I told you goals, and I meant gun con. So
Yeah, like I don't remember any clay pigeons at goals.
There might have been before they decided to rearrange the design of the range.
I don't want to talk about it.
But we do.
Crappiest range layout of 2024. John,
Goals, 100%. But the hardest worker was Opie at that range day. That motherfucker was working his ass off. I love Opie for that. He was, man. I got a lot of respect for Opie.
Yeah.
Jacob says the Black Aces lever action shotguns. Have any of you used them? If so, what did y'all think of them? I have not. I will say that our good buddy Ron over at Riker has used them, and he's been very about them.
Yeah, most people are with Black Aces.
Yeah.
I don't know that they're worth the money. You know what I mean?
I think that's what it is. I think if you cut the price down a little bit, no. It has nothing to do with the quality. I think that if you cut that by a third of price or something like that, then I think you have a really good one. But all he ever talks about was for the price, it's you know. Yeah. Ginger shotgun.
I'm gonna go. I don't know the model. I just know the name of the company. I'm gonna go with Spandau. Got to shoot those Spandau shotguns from SDS. They're really nice, well-made guns.
They are.
For sure.
That was a 23 thing for me, unfortunately. So I played around. Well, my Spandau, I spent a lot of time with that in 23, so it's kind of hard to give that to 24 nod.
Maybe that was 23. I can't remember if I shot them at goals or I shot them at Naughty last year. I just remember shooting them at one point, and they were fantastic.
Yeah. So I want to ask you guys this. I'm going to say you guys, Ginger, Clover, Chris. How do we want to break this up? My next thing on the list is optic. Do we want to do optics broken up by scopes and red dots, or do you want to just throw optics? That's a pretty broad thing.
Yeah, I think so. All
right. So let's go with optic. Let's go with scope, whether it's an LPVO or a scope. Optics that are not red dots. How about that? Okay. Best scope of the year. Let's see here. Chris, we'll start with you.
I don't want to go all Gideon on this list, so
it's okay.
For LPVO,
okay,
I'm going to go with the Vector Optics Constantine 1-10. That was a really nice LPVO.
Okay.
And I'm just going on stuff that I tested this year.
Bro, I don't give a shit if you want to go Gideon. If you think it's the best out there, then say it's the best out there. You're not going to upset anybody around here. You know what I'm saying?
I'll save it for the red dots.
Okay. All right. That's fair enough. Ginger?
I honestly don't have one. Well, I guess it's... Oh, you said LPVO. Yeah, I don't have one.
And that's it says scope. Anything that's LPVO or anything.
All the ones that everything that I had on testing this year was there was
dots.
A Leopold scope. I don't know what the Leopold scope was for that.
Loophole. First off.
Loophole.
Whatever. Loophole. I can't remember what model that was.
You got a Leopold on that 243.
God.
Oh, shit.
Would you
We'll go with one from a
consider?
range day that you really liked.
That's the thing. I don't remember. There's
Yeah,
not
that's
an
the bad thing
LPVO or
about
a scope that
that.
stands out. Like
Yep.
there's red dots that stand out, but not an LPVO or
Who
a
thinks
Yeah.
to ask
scope.
about the fucking scope at range day? Like that's one of the things.
No,
I've
that's
never,
fair. That's fair.
never
Yeah,
asked.
yeah. Yeah, that's fair. Clover
Is there
scope.
going to be like thermal night vision, or would that be included in
No,
this?
no. I would throw that. I mean, we can.
Different.
I mean,
Different.
you might be the only one that's going to be working with that shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
I was thinking like, rifle scope, rifle red dot, and then like a pistol dot. Type. Those are the three that I had in mind.
Yeah.
So
Well, it
take
would
that
count as a
for
rifle
however you
scope
want to do it.
because you
Yeah.
obviously you put that on a rifle,
Mhm.
So you said what? An LPVO, a rifle scope, and a red dot? You're going to do those three?
No, I'm gonna do scopes, red dot, rifle dots, and then handgun dots.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So
Then it would
I'm
have
putting
to
like
go.
LPVOs. You can put that with the red dot, or you could put that with a scope. However you
Yeah,
want
I'm
to
gonna
do it.
go. I'm gonna put it with a scope because I mean, you would put a night vision on a rifle. You know what I mean? You're not gonna put it on a handgun, so it would be under a scope. I mean, it's magnified. It's digitally magnified, but still, well, not completely. Sadly, I don't remember the name. So this is and it was at TriggerCon, and it was a new startup. I'm hoping they're still around. I need to try to follow up. I need to figure them out that way so I can see if they're going to be at shot. But it was a hybrid night vision thermal scope it was pretty fucking amazing. The contrast and the resolution and everything else was I've never seen anything like it. Not especially not in that price point. Not in that. I think it was around like $5,000 price point.
Oh wow!
And I've shot $25,000 and $30,000 thermals before that did not look that good. So,
really?
Were they up in the top left-hand corner of TriggerCon?
They were at the very front. They spoke very little English.
Yeah, they were at Goals 2.
They were streaming it on the thing.
Yeah, they were at Goals 2. It's Shin. I'll get it for you. I've got it. It's Shin something.
Yeah.
Is it Chinese?
Yeah, they're Chinese.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely.
Interesting. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But whatever that one is, that was pretty banging.
Yeah. For me, didn't do a lot of scope work this year. Didn't have a lot of time to be behind a lot of glass as far as scopes. LPVO, probably my favorite one is the I'm a Bushnell guy. People that know me for a long time know that I'm a big fan of Bushnell for what they are. The Bushnell Match Pro LPVO. Well, it's not really an LPVO. It's a scope, but I really have enjoyed that. I shot that on a couple of buddy of mine rifles, and it's really, really good. And it's like that $700-800 rifle scope. But I'm a big Bushnell guy. I really have always enjoyed Bushnell's quality stuff for the price and all that. So for that, I'm with a scope for LPVO. Oh man. For the price, it's going to be tough to beat that Monstrum. I'll be honest with you. Quality for the price. I can't remember which one what's that Monstrum's.
The Banshee or the Panzer.
The Banshee. I really like that Banshee. It's a solid one for me.
I've gotten to where, and that would probably be the scope because I think I got that this year. I can't remember, but the Panzer, it's the same thing. It's just the Panzer's first focal plane.
Yeah.
And man, that Panzer's tight. And I think I got this year, but
yeah, we did.
Now I do have to piggyback off Chris. I did get the Gideon LPVO in like a week or two ago. It's still sitting in the box. It's still sitting in the box though. I haven't done anything with it yet.
Yeah, the Guardian or whatever I think it's called the Guardian.
Yeah, I don't even know. I think so.
Yeah, it's the Guardian.
Yeah. Yeah. We all go through our scopes list. Everyone get a chance to answer. Okay. Who started that one? Did Chris start that one? I think he did. So we're gonna go rifle dot now. Rifle dot, and we're gonna start with Ginger. Rifle dot.
Rick, what is this called? The Gideon Mediator. That's the it's a rifle dot. That's a square box rifle dot, right, Chris?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. You can use it on a rifle or pistol.
I think they call that the closed
emitter.
Closed emitter.
Yeah. Yes. It's a pretty good one. Me, I'm going to go with the Advocate from Gideon. And it's the Prism, but it's still that dot. And I really I've got 3 of those bad boys, and those things they're impressive. And people may not be, is that how you spell Shinix? Ginger, is that how you say it?
Shinix. That sounds right.
Okay. I know some people might not be Prism guys. And I usually am not, to be honest with you. But that Advocate's pretty smoking. It's pretty badass. I've got 2 rifles over there, and I've got another one over here. But I love that Advocate for sure.
It's the eye relief. That's what makes it so good.
100%.
So far away from your eye.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I don't know what kind of magic Mike did with that, but man.
I don't know either, but it's fantastic. It is fantastic for sure.
Yeah.
Clove, rifle dot.
You stole my fucking Advocate.
Oh, well, you don't just once it's gone doesn't mean it's gone. You can bring it
but
up.
I'm trying to think if that was even a 24 thing. We deal with so much.
For me it was.
No.
That said, I think, hold on. I think I actually got it from them in 23, but I don't think that I started doing anything until after SHOT. If I'm mistaken, I might be wrong about that. No, but I'm pretty sure the Advocate was this year. Was it not, Chris?
Yeah, it was 24. I mean, you got a fact. Gideon Optics didn't even become a company until NRAM of 23. So
there you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and they were just starting at TriggerCon in 23. They were just starting to roll some stuff out. Yeah.
Well, I think for them, and I don't know, that's the first time I ever saw them and had conversation with the guys and all that. And I would like to think that maybe TriggerCon might have been one of the best investments that company ever made, because they got in front of a lot of people that weekend that no one really heard. But I remember the buzz on Gideon at TriggerCon last year as everyone's, hey, did you just check that Gideon place? And by the end of the weekend, they were buzzing. Like there was a buzz about them. So that was a good weekend. That was a big weekend for them.
Yeah.
You gonna say something, Ginger? You look like you were gonna say something.
No, I was just laughing in my head about Jordan from Gideon and the pranks we pulled on each other at goals. Love him. He's a great guy.
Mm-hmm.
They're all good people over there for sure.
Yep.
Chris, rifle dot.
Oh, this one's easy. I fell in love with that Neo Optics HH1. That was my first holographic sight, and now I got it on my 8K. I forgot about that.
Yeah. You were really happy.
Optic.
I'm a fan. I'm a big fan of holographic sights, but I remember when you first got that, you were like, hell yeah. So yeah, I forgot. I couldn't remember who made that, so I'm glad you brought that up for sure. Let's start this one with Chris. We're gonna go pistol dots. Pistol dots. What's pistol dot of the year for you?
That Granite from Gideon Optics.
Okay.
I mean, right now they only have it for the MOS, but when the RMR one comes out, oh my god, that's going to be a game changer. That is a badass dot.
Yep. Ginger, pistol dot.
The Gideon Omega. really, really digging the Omega, but the Granite is a close second.
Yep. Clove?
This is tough. It's going to be Gideon, without a doubt. By a nose hair, I'm going to say the Gideon Judge.
Oh yeah, you like that Judge. You liked it for the second you saw that. I remember when you called me, you're like,
No, the
holy
Rock.
shit.
No, you're
Was
talking
it the
about
Rock? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that's why I say
Whatever
by
one
hair,
you called me,
I've
like, holy shit. Okay. Okay. Well,
Yeah,
there's so many damn Gideons now. I don't even
The
know which
reason I
one's
say
which.
the Judge is I have more than one Judge on more than one handgun,
Yeah.
but I've got more Judges than I do Rocks. But I absolutely love the Rock, and I love the reticle in the Rock. And the problem is the Rock is RMR.
Oh, okay. I got you.
And most every fucking thing I got is like RMFC.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's
No, I
the
get
Judge,
it.
unfortunately.
I get it.
If there was a Judge with the Rock reticle, like I'd be all about that shit. And I've said something to him about it too.
Yeah. Mine is hands down the Omega, Gideon Omega. Gideon's going to take a clean sweep this year of pistol dots, and I think they should. Well, no.
No, Chris had a different
Chris didn't.
No,
Chris
he didn't.
had.
Yours was Gideon.
No, I went with the Granite.
Yeah, there's a Granite. Yeah.
Okay, it was his rifle
Clean
dot
sweep.
was the holographic. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Clean sweep on the Omega. I mean, for the Gideon optics, probably well deserved. Let's be honest. It's been a crazy 2024 for those guys, and I'm really happy. Yeah, Omega. So cool thing about the Omega, Ginger. Do you have an Omega? You have an Omega, right? That's one you picked.
I've
right?
got two. Yeah.
Are they both on something?
One is on something. One is waiting to be on something.
So I don't know about the G-Force. I'm gonna call it the Huckleberry because I don't remember what the new name is called. Does yours have the rail on there?
No.
Or is it like a regular lever action?
Mine's a regular lever.
Okay. So I have the LTAC. What's that?
Oh, I was just go ahead.
So I have two of the Omegas. One's on the Kiger right over here, and the second one is on the Huckleberry lever, the 16-inch lever, and it is a perfect size. It is the perfect thing for that lever action. Anybody out there, that Omega is it even looks good on that rifle. So
I've got the Omega on the Homesteader.
Oh, do you really? Okay.
Yeah.
So you kind of had the same idea. Yeah, it's like the perfect size, perfect everything for that. I went through several different ones and I couldn't figure out what I liked on the Huckleberry and the Omega. I said, you know what, I want the Omega with it good on that, and it perfect. So
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, Gideon, talking about the guys at Gideon, and they're you know, they're awesome guys. You know, become good friends. They're good friends with everybody. They're just that type of people.
They are.
But Bob spent 3 hours in the fucking card chat with us last night, hanging out and ripping facts. Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah, matter of fact, he won the most Hall of Fame pools and all that stuff contest.
Oh, nice,
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
nice. That's awesome. That's awesome. Jacob out there, for the new year, what firearms resolutions are y'all making? Oh, snap. Ginger, since you look perplexed, we'll start with you.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what that means.
So what like what we want to buy, or like what exactly are you wanting to answer, Jacob? Like, is it what we want to get this year? Like, what's something we're looking for to buying this year or getting this year, or what?
Anything, any plans, just plans in general, as long as it's firearm related or channel related, or
is it actual guns that you're specific guns that we want, or what? I don't know. We'll give him a couple seconds here. Gort says he's got 2 Omegas, and Omega is.
While we wait on Jacob, this pause brought to you apparently by Gideon Optics. So
apparently it is.
I think Gideon needs to sponsor the show.
Yeah, they probably would.
They probably would, but we might use that for something.
I just can't say enough nice things about Jordan and the whole team and how nice they were. Like he showed up to do the podcast with us and just was like, "Here's a bunch of optics. Grab what you want." Like,
I got a what was it? No, I got a what was the handguns we got? That was it the 38 Super? No, the 38 Super. Damn it.
You telling the influencer?
Yeah, the influencer's optics ready, right? It's the Brat that's not, correct?
The Brad is not. Yeah, the Brad is not.
Yeah. So I needed an optic for the 38 Super, and I was talking to Bob, and I'm like, yeah, I think I'm gonna pull the Judge off my PD10, my Avidity, right, and just put it on there. He's like, ain't you carrying that? And I'm like, well, yeah, but I mean, I can pull it off to do Avidity. He's like, oh, fuck that. I'll just send you one. Send you another one. And the box shows up, and hell, there's the LPBO and the mount and the fucking T-shirt. I didn't ask for any of that shit.
Yeah, the first thing that I worked with them was the Advocate and the Omega, and he sent one of each to me. This is earlier in the year, and he's hey, let me know what you think. And I said, oh man, I love both of them. And I was like, he's like, man, he was like, ah, you want any more? And I was like, what, whatever. And I was like, he's like, what do you want to try? And I was like, well, how about this? He goes, done. He says, so that not only did that come, but he sent me another Omega and 2 more Advocates. Like, so I have like 3 Advocates and 2 Omegas. He's like, since you liked them, maybe you want to put them on something else. And I was like, thanks, homie. Like, I mean, but that's kind of how they are. Like, hey, it's awesome.
Yeah. So I don't remember if it was GunCon or TriggerCon or where, but I was it was one of the later shows this year. I was having a conversation with him, and it was talking about that and them sending more than one thing out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right? Like they'll send something, and then like 6-8 months later, they'll be sending you something, and they'll send you an extra of something else.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
Or something. It's just randomly in the box. And
Yeah.
he's like, no, the thing is, he said that keeps us aware of if there's a production run problem. So if you got one, just because you got one 8 months ago,
madness. Okay.
Doesn't mean that the newer ones coming in, something hasn't went wonky or whatever the fuck. And like, we need to know if they're not working.
Yeah. No. That makes sense. And actually, it's pretty smart. I just never thought of actually having a method to it,
Mm-hmm.
I just thought they were being nice guys.
Well, I mean, there's that too, right?
I know. It's a joke.
Here's the thing. If you see Jordan at SHOT Show, walk up to him and tell him that rotisserie chicken is not a road food snack.
I'm totally fine with his rotisserie chicken. I'm not giving him any shit over that.
Rotisserie chicken is not a road trip snack.
I'm not fucking with a man that eats rotisserie chicken as a road trip snack. I'm not messing with that dude.
I don't think it is. How do I put this? I don't think it's the ideal road trip food because a lot of things go into the rotisserie chicken. There's a lot of juices and a lot of problems.
Are you saying they're moist?
We've talked about this on the show. It's not ideal. It's dirty and messy and doesn't make any sense.
All right. Absolute worst.
That said, I do love a good rotisserie chicken, though.
Absolute worst.
Agreed.
Road trip snack. Which one is worse?
Okay.
Rotisserie chicken or 38 boiled eggs?
38 boiled eggs. 100%. Pre-boiled eggs, mind you.
Yeah, prepackaged.
Especially if you're driving like 10 hours. They're both bad, but that's worse. Well, no, because that wasn't a road trip
I've never
snack.
seen prepackaged boiled eggs.
I didn't say it was. I was just throwing that hypothetical out there. Worst road trip.
Now, we'll say this.
The prepackaged that bad.
But the prepackaged boiled eggs are probably easier to eat than rotisserie chicken.
Oh, 100% they are. Yeah, 100%.
But we all found out what it does to someone.
You'd have to keep the cooler in the front seat or something, though, to keep them in. To be the thing.
100%.
So there would be some logistical issues there potentially with the boiled eggs.
Yeah. Now Jacob did come out with some context. Any plans at all, be it training, which Clover is going to be training his ass off this year.
Yeah.
more range time or putting out more content, etc. Yes, yes, and yes for me. I was talking a week or so ago with Tonto, and he's going to be doing some pretty cool CQB stuff this year, and I think I'm going to go take it's CQB, but it's an active shooter class, which I think would be really, really fun with simunitions and stuff. It's gonna be an active shooter class, and that's gonna be awesome. So I'm gonna go do that. I wanted to go do some. So next week, I'll be having an announcement that I can't say until next Monday, but I'll have an announcement public for could be different meanings for the channel for the future.
You got a biggie.
I've got a big announcement next week, so stay in tune for that. But could be interesting for the channel and all of that stuff in a good way. So yeah, I definitely want to do some more training. I haven't done a lot of training the last couple of years. It's just hardly actually any training in the last couple of years. My range time this year went down to shit. It was just so damn busy at work, which hurts putting out more content, right? So that kind of feeds on itself. So I think 2025 is going to be a really good, fun, busy year for the channel, and you'll understand why next week for sure. Ginger, what are your yes, and yes? I don't know. I mean, I don't know. We never really talked about. You're not against training like Clover is, but you're not a big like training junkie, are you?
I used to go to one class a year, or at least one or two classes a year back in Ohio.
Yeah.
It's too. Not a lot of trainers do class unless I want to go to what's his face over here or up to Gunsight. Like there's not a lot of trainers who do classes.
Yeah.
Go to
Costa
Gunsight
comes to
Haley.
Arizona, I think, doesn't he? I think Costa comes to Arizona. Chris Costa.
He does. Yeah.
If you get a chance to go to a Costa class, go. One of the best classes ever right there.
I might try to go take a Sidewinder long range class this year with Mills and Tom Miner, and I might see if Tom said something about doing Missouri, I think.
That's what I thought it was. And is that a weekend thing?
Yeah.
Let me know. I might join you. It's like a few hour drive for me.
Yeah, I'm thinking of maybe taking that class. I might have
weekends available.
I might take that class if I have the weekend available, and then I might take. If Tom Miner was talking about something with, I want to say it was with Tonto or somebody. One of the
Tonto's going to have a really busy week, a busy year this year. He's really expanding a lot of his stuff. It's gonna be awesome. Another thing is if you ever want to take a class with Clint, this might be the year you want to do it. Just throwing it out there. As much as I would love to, I don't think I could afford it because it's not just the class, but it's everything that goes into the class. He has the high altitude long range class up there in Seattle and in Washington State that they say, and I say they, a lot of people that would know say might just well be one of the greatest rifle classes, like long range shooting rifle classes that's been ever created. And I'm fairly certain that he's only doing one or two of them this year, and then it's over. So, yeah. Clove, obviously, at least once a month training for Clover, if not weekly, but
daily, baby.
Daily training, yeah.
Why not? Yeah, fuck a bunch of training.
Yeah. Obviously, you want to do more range time since your range is your backyard. So
yeah, well, on that topic, I mean, I got a little something that happened today.
Oh yeah.
That's yeah. So
Your barn burned down again?
this year, go fuck yourself.
Too soon. Too soon.
This year the weather, it's been a wet year. The weather has been the same.
And they say it's getting ready to get wet and cold for January and February also. Like
it's been
snow
horrible,
and shit.
man. And so you know, I was working on the range area, you know, better backdrop, you know, with video and stuff like that. And
you were gonna do a canopy at one point, weren't you?
I've done the canopy. I've got a canopy,
okay.
but it rains through it. It's not like waterproof rain.
Okay, I got you.
And so I've been toying around with the idea of some type of an actual roof over that for a few months now. Well, I pulled the proverbial trigger today on a fucking carport, on a metal carport that in the next week or two they will be coming out to install. So I've spent part of the day today dismantling the range because I gotta obviously get everything all moved out so they can put the fucking thing together, and then I can move everything back in. So
how big is the carport that you got?
16 by 20, and I got a 16 by 8 area, so I will have a little more room under there.
You will.
I'll have basically twice.
Is it going on a slab or what?
No, I'm not concerned with that.
Okay. I didn't know if you were going to slab it. Well, the reason why I say is I didn't know if you're going to slab it for if it is raining, at least you have some concrete that you could shoot from and not have to worry about, getting muddy and all that.
Well, I'm not worried about it. I've got, I've got boots and shit I can wear for like that type of stuff. That's not going to be a problem. But so the area will look a little bit different moving forward once all that is put back together. But not too much. So that will help. Of course, we'll probably have one of the driest fucking years on record in 25. Be my luck, but probably. But it'll keep the sun off. It will. And if it does rain, as long as it's not coming a tornado or something crazy that's blowing rain and anything crazy.
How are they gonna? How are they going to anchor that thing down? Do you know?
Oh, they're gonna just. That's all me. That's all me.
They're just bringing it out to you. Okay.
You're thinking I'm having it done like fucking turnkey.
Well, you said it's going to be installed. I figured they were
like a group of Mexicans are going to come out and screw the thing together and leave, like anchoring it down. Whether or not
that's going to be all
up,
you.
Like,
okay.
Fucking all me. I'll have to run some kind of lighting system. I've been looking at some solar lighting options because I feel like underneath there it might be a little dark to film. So getting some type of overhead lighting, maybe with some solar panels or something, maybe the way to go because there's no power out there. But that's the only thing I can think of, We'll see. As far as buying guns, I ain't going to train. As far as buying guns, I'm opportunistic. So haven't really looked into anything new that's coming out for 25. I'll be completely surprised again for range day next month, which I kind of like being surprised at range day. Like last year was that way. There was 2 or 3 I didn't have a fucking clue about, and a lot of people out there did, but I didn't. And it was actually fun that way. So I'm gonna go in that way this year too.
Yep. Faux shizzle. Chris, any resolutions this year? Because you're getting ready to get to 10,000. So what's next year? 20,000? You want to double again?
I kind of set a goal for myself once I hit 10K to just quit worrying about that part of it. So like, my biggest resolution this year is I'm going to get a little more selective on things coming into review. I'm
Chinese
getting
gotta go.
And who you work with
the Piachi and the one Tigress, like
and then the other thing is my biggest thing I want to focus on this year's I just want to kind of hone my production. I keep working with that, getting it better.
Listen to this perfectionist motherfucker.
Go fuck yourself, dude.
You hear what the son is saying? Kick this sumbitch off the stream. What the hell?
Probably the best cinematography in our industry, and I want to perfect it. Go fuck yourself.
Jesus.
Wow. Okay.
Some people.
I want to get you and Steve in a room and let y'all just battle it out, because when we were all first starting together and all that, Steve was the one that we all looked at and said, God damn, his cinematography is fantastic. He was the first one using 4K and drones and shit out there in Arizona. And we were like, he's making us all look fucking bad. And then you come around, fuck this motherfucker, so no, I get it. I'm just messing with you.
That would probably be one of my goals is one of these days I would love to just make the trip to Tennessee and do a video with him. God, him and I could have a blast together.
I mean, that could be some Hollywood shit at that point. Let's just be honest. Like you could,
Just don't get any of his meat because that'll make Ginger jealous.
Yeah, Ginger's a big fan of Steve's meat. So
I talked to him today. He's got great meat.
Yeah, he's got great meat. Us, like I said, a lot of stuff going to happen this year. I'm really looking forward to it. I think sometime. What?
Oh, you were like, I
can't say why yet.
No, I know you. Yeah. I know you can't.
Now, if you guys want to help, you're more than welcome to send your videos to me, and I'll publish them on my channel.
Wasn't supposed to tell people that yet, man. That was supposed to be in the announcement.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, that was the announcement. Sorry.
You're gonna change it to Ghost Outdoor Academy.
Exactly.
You got fishing videos. Send those over.
Oh my God. Oh wow. Fucking fish break.
Big things coming, brothers and sisters.
It's the gases that's destroying that fish. No, it's the fucking projectile moving at supersonic speeds through that motherfucker.
Oh, you're going all 2A in 2025. That's what you're fucking doing. I got it figured out. He's going hardcore, even though he really don't care about the 2A. He's going hardcore.
I've always been to like, come on, man. That's my thing. I've always. Okay, Johnny. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait. I can't wait to tell you guys. Can't wait. I can't wait for it to like be official and all that. Anything else? Hope everybody had a great Christmas. Hope everybody has a very safe New Year. Hook'em Horns Wednesday. Make sure we're going to beat the fuck out of Arizona State. Okay. You can, whatever the hell retarded thing that is.
I think Ginger has arthritis there or some shit.
Yeah. Defense Test says Ghost is doing nothing but 1911 revolver. Well, that could be part of the announcement as well. It's a pretty big announcement next week, and it's going to surprise maybe all of you, maybe none of you. I don't know. Yeah, go ahead, Ginger.
Well,
you just look like you have something to say.
Yeah, because it came to my mind again today, and I've been thinking about it since Christmas. And I want to do something special for him. If you guys didn't know, Gino from Black Rhino passed away on Christmas Day. A good friend of most of us. Yeah,
I didn't know that.
So, yeah, Gino passed away Christmas Day at 37. No idea. So.
I didn't even think he was that old, honestly. I thought he was like early 30s, which is crazy.
No, he was 37. So,
holy shit.
Yeah, it's been bugging me since Christmas Day. So
I didn't know. I hadn't heard that. That's nuts. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you guys knew Gino was probably one of the nicest guys out there. Big old dude who'd give you a big hug. So
big old dude has got a warm heart. You know?
Yeah. So we're not going to get into too much, but yeah, we lost a good one. So
I didn't.
Shout out to Gino. And
I think I've seen that on one of Sean's posts. I think Sean posted something about it.
Yeah.
Wow.
On the X.
Defense Dad, I turned half a century. I'll be turning half a century in April. So yeah. Already starting to get the old AARP shit, so that's fun. What were we saying?
So yeah. No,
like maybe a GoFundMe or anything? Is that something people
I think
been
they're
talking
doing.
about?
I think there's something going on for him.
Okay.
You can find it on the Black Rhino page, but
Okay.
yeah. So
Okay. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Fuck. Happy New Year, guys. Hope everyone stays safe, has fun. We'll be back to our normal bat time and normal bat channel next week, Tuesday at 7 Central. And some of you guys are going to like this. Some of you aren't. I don't give a damn, but you know what it is. It's early January. We start turning into SHOT Show mode at this point. So we'll be talking different things, SHOT Show, and what we've heard is coming out. I want to hear what happens in the next week with the Taurus GX2. See how that turns out in the next week. But no, we'll start turning our sights on to SHOT starting next week, which will be fun because it's the most wonderful time of the year, and all that. Ginger, Clove, Chris, you got anything else before we get out of here?
stay tuned for the Taurus GX2 review coming to you shortly.
Okay, shut up. Chris, Clove.
Hope everybody has a great New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year. See you next
Happy
year,
New Year.
probably.
See you next year. Yeah. Get to the range. Be more proficient with your firearms. Stay in tune with everything going on in the 2A world. Most importantly, enjoy your freedoms of being American, one of which is to keep and bear arms. We'll see you next week. Semper Fi. See you next year. Semper Fi.